For your new book, you touch on how, talent is important, but professionalism and the ability to endure criticism, rejection, and failure over the long haul is imperative. So I'm wondering if you know of any colleagues or any situations where the talent was absolute, like rock solid. There was no doubt that this person was incredibly talented, but they couldn't handle any little bit of rejection and it cost them.
No. I'm sorry, I wish I said yes.
Okay.
I've known people who have a lot of talent and they're working, but not one in that situation among my peers that I know, no.
Okay. What about ability to handle criticism?
Everybody I know is pretty much, it's just the way you have to be if you're going to be a screenwriter or a writer in general, is to have, now it's constructive criticism is the most important thing. And we receive criticism, oh, I would have done it differently or something. It's like, okay, that's fine. But it's hard, rejection, criticism. If you put yourself out there, you're going to be criticized. And many people don't finish things, I find, because if they never finish it, they'll never know that it sucks. And they'll never be criticized because they're still working on it. It's a work in progress for a number of years. You're like, did you finish that? I'm still working on it. That's a safe place to be than putting it out there and getting smacked around. And that's how you learn. That's the only way you're going to learn. And then after you're in it for a while, you learn to filter those notes, like notes from producers or assistants. You learn to filter the good notes from the bad, or even notes that are vague, and then you kind of are left to go off and figure them out. But if you ask too many questions, it'd be like, well, don't you understand what I want? Oh, I do. And then you leave, you're like, I don't. Oh, I don't want to ask,
What about someone who sabotages themselves? And I've probably asked this question before, but I think Julia Cameron said that a failed writer is going to get a lot more empathy and supporters around them than someone that's actually successful. And then you're driving people away because they're looking at their own career or whatever it is.
A failed writer has more people.
Kind of cheering them on and patting them. You're going to do it, and he's going through a bad phase right now.
Yeah, and if you have any success, they're like, well, like you didn't work for it or you didn't sacrifice for it. Yeah.
Whatever.
I suppose so. Not everybody I went to film school is working today. And some are working in different capacities, but not, like writing, like what we all were like, yeah, and that's fine. Some are very successful, and it's always, everyone is not all going to be at the same level, but yeah, I didn't.
Just sabotage in general of themselves.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah, where they just.
Yeah, I had a friend in film school. He would self-sabotage because he never wanted to. He was a rule breaker. I'm gonna break all the rules, and so he would write these scripts that were like double the size of a script, and the wrong cover, all these things right up front, and they would just put him in the trash. And he is extremely knowledgeable about film. Like crazy, but it didn't translate into the realities of the business. And so he's like, oh, I said, well, you can break the rules once you know them, and you're in. But you're trying to be this maverick and nobody cares, And he really hard head, just wouldn't listen. And that, I think, was self-sabotaging, it's still, I don't know to this day if he listens, but I'm not sure.
Well, I think there's this like romantic idea, especially in rebellious types, of being this like Hunter S. Thompson or this, Janis Joplin of, I'm just going to let it all out. And, but then if you maybe go and look at, if you pull back the curtain on those two, the ultimate sort of rebels,
yeah,
there was a method to what they were doing.
Yeah, I just wasn't rolling the dice and hoping for the best. There's always, I have to believe there's always a method behind a plan. If you don't, you're lost. It's a very difficult business to achieve any success. And if you go in it just blind with and stumble around, it's not, maybe it works for some people. I don't know. I've never found it to be the case.